Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So welcome back to my next installment of my You Don't Need That series. This is absolutely going to be a series on my channel that I'm going to do as regularly as possible, as frequently as I have enough new releases to talk about. So if you are new to this series, you didn't watch the first installment on my channel, this is the video for you if you are trying to be good, if you're on a no buy or a low buy, or you're trying to save money, or you just are trying to cut back on the amount of makeup that you are purchasing and you need to be talked out of buying all of these new releases or some of these new releases. You want to be talked out of it. This is the video for you. I'm going to be sharing my reasons why you don't need any of this. So as always, this is a safe space, a judgment-free zone. If you want to buy these products, it's none of my business. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not your mum. Okay, you have to do whatever is right for you, but presumably if you're here, it's because you want to cut back, you want to get out of the spending zone, you don't want to buy all of these things that are being shoved down your neck all of the time willy-nilly. I'm always very conscious on my channel that talking about new products and showing new products and teasing you guys with all the new things and showing you all the new things can be very tempting for some people who should not be buying them. So I'm here to counter that out. I'm here to be the angel on your shoulder versus the devil that is Instagram a lot of the time. So let's start off with the Victoria Beckham bronzing duos. These are tricky. They have some gorgeous packaging, beautiful looking box, very, very sexy to look at. I love a good bronzer, and I feel the thing is, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a secret here. On YouTube, you watch a lot of people, a lot of creators who review every bronzer that comes out because that's the job. That's kind of the job. We're here to show you the comparisons. Lots of people will ask which one's better, which one's your favorite. Do you prefer this one or that one? What's the difference between these two? So for that reason, a lot of us creators, YouTubers, whatever you want to call us, we'll pick up every bronzer that comes out for that reason. And it makes us think, consumers who aren't influencers, who aren't creators, who aren't beauty bloggers, that's normal, and it's not normal, and it's not necessary to buy every bronzer that comes out. The reason YouTubers do that is to help you decide which one is right for you. There's no expectation on you to do that, but I feel like it normalizes it, and we forget that, hang on, YouTubers are doing that for a reason. They're buying every bronzer to show us the difference, to give us comparison swatches, to tell us which is the best. We don't need to do that. We can save our money and just buy the one that seems to come out on top, or the one that suits our skin tone the best, that suits our preferences or our needs the best. We definitely don't need every one. They're bronzers, okay? They're gonna bronze you. They have one job. How many faces do you have? Okay, that's what I'm going to say to you. If you already picked up the Wayne Goss duo, the Patrick Tar duo, if you already have any bronzer, no matter whether it's old, whether it's new, when it's one of the new ones, or whether it's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil that you've had for a decade, okay, and you've yet to hit pan, whatever it is, if you have a bronzer that you own, that you already really love and you really like, why are you buying another one for? Just wait until you've used it up. You only have one face. You only need one. You don't need 20 bronzers, okay? Especially not if you've found one that you love. What else are you looking for? What else do you think this one is going to do that those didn't already? Next up, Natasha Denona Zendo palette. This is an easy pass, okay? This is an easy pass, and I'll tell you why. You already have it, okay? If you have the Circa Loco palette, if you have the bronze palette, if you have the Tropic palette, if you have the green brown palette, if you have Metropolis, if you have Sunrise, if you have, what's the other sun-related one? Sunset, I should have known. Sunrise, I should have known. It was going to be sunset, wasn't it? If you have lots of the minis, if you have mini retro and you have mini something else and the other mini one and that mini other one, you already have what you do. You've already got all of these colours. This is the bronze palette. This is Metropolis, it's Circa Loco, it's any of those. It's, you just, yeah, okay. This is what I'm saying to you. If you've never bought a Natasha Denona palette, this is a great first one. Okay, if you have like 3 or 4 Natasha Denona palettes, you have everything in here. The only one you might not have might be this one. And how much are you going to use it? Case closed. Next up, these Burberry Kisses lipsticks. Now, I picked one of these up and I'm here to tell you they're a lipstick. I know, that's hot off the press, okay? Don't go telling everybody because that is hot piping tea. They're a lipstick. They're nice. They're fine. They are not any different from all the other ones that you have, okay? They are a decent, fairly average packaging, fine lipstick. They definitely aren't more unique, more special than any other lipstick you have. They aren't going to grow your lips. They aren't going to get you a new pair of lips. They aren't going to change your life, okay? Just remember that. They're just another lipstick that is going to be the same pretty much as the ones you already own. So if you own a lipstick already, you don't need that one, okay? Because they aren't any different. They are just a very average, fine, nice lipstick. That's all it is. Next up, the Urban Decay Prints collection. Now, I feel as though people are going to fall into two camps here with this collection. If you love prints, you're obsessed with prints, you're a big Prince fan, lover, you just live, breathe for that man and you just are obsessed with everything Prince, you're not going to want to buy this collection because it in no way represents him. And it's a little strange to bring out collaborations with someone who's passed away and had literally nothing to do with it. No say, no input. And actually these colours wouldn't have been, they're just in no way vibrant enough to represent Prince. They're in no way exciting enough or colourful enough. They're not rich enough. They would have been ashy if he had actually used them on his own skin tone. So for that reason, if you love and adore Prince, you don't need this collection because it in no way represents him. If you hate Prince or you just don't like Prince, do you want to buy palettes with Prince just all up in there? Do you want a massive giant thing that says Prince in your bedroom? That's my question to you. So whether you like Prince or you don't, nobody needs this. Next up, these Hoola Contouring quads, shall we call them palettes? Shall we call them from Benefit? So my first question to you is, how many faces do you have? Do you have one, like I think most of us do? Or are you a working makeup artist? The only people who should or would be buying these that would make any sense is a makeup artist who works on multiple different skin tones, because nobody needs 4 different shades of Hoola. Okay, so for me personally, the regular Hoola, the one that started all of this madness off, is slightly too light and too cool for me. I would be a Hoola Caramel girl. So Hoola Light definitely isn't going to work on me. And then the deepest shade Hoola Toasted is going to be too deep. So I can only use one shade out of this. Don't know about you, but I'm only going to be able to use the one shade in here because I only have one face to use it on. It would be ridiculous of me to buy this with 4 different shades of contoury bronzing thing with only one face. I'm never gonna, what am I gonna do with the rest of that palette? I'm better off just buying one of these. I don't need a whole huge extortionate palette when I'm clearly only going to be able to use 1, maybe 2, therefore half of the palette. No one needs this unless, like I said, you are a makeup artist and you want to use it on different skin tones, in which case that's your business. Do you not already have lots of bronzers and contours in your kit though? Just saying. Next up, these Melt Nudes, these Nude Melt lipsticks. Come on. You look me in the eye and tell me you don't already have 100 nude lipsticks of varying different colours. Does this one have a little pretty embossing? Is it a nice colour? Is it a new formula? Is it new and shiny and saying, buy me, you don't have one of me yet? Look over here. Is it saying that to you? I understand it. I hear you. If you can look me in the eye and tell me you don't have 10 nude lipsticks that are essentially these exact same lipsticks, fine. But can you though? Now, these Glossier Ultra Lips, I get it because I am a balm, a tinted lip balm lover, a tinted lip balm connoisseur, some would say. I love them. I have them coming out of my ears. But let me just say this. If you have one, you have them all. There is very little difference between the tinted lip balms in the scheme of things. They're all a bit balmy and a bit hydrating and a bit moisturizing, and they're tinted, okay? Now, if you like me, you love them, you love tinted lip balms, you've already got a million of them. These are not gonna, what do you think is gonna be so different about these ones? They're gonna be a tinted lip balm like all the others you have in your drawer already, okay? They aren't gonna be different. You don't need FOMO, you're not missing out. You've got 48 already. They cannot possibly be much different, can they? To the Fenty ones, to the Charlotte Tilbury ones, to the Nars ones, to whichever ones you have, of which I'm sure we've all got plenty, they aren't going to be any different. If you're expecting them to be different, step away from the cart, because they won't be. They'll be a tinted lip balm like all of the others, okay? Next up, this Huda Multi-Dew Skin Tint. Much like the tinted lip balms, if you can look me in the eye and tell me you don't already have a million tinted moisturizers, skin tint type related products that are all fine and do the job you want to do, cover a bit, give you a bit of hydration, maybe give you some SPF. We've definitely seen, done, tried it all at this point. This is not going to be wildly special or wildly different to the others. If you've tried the Nars tinted moisturizer, the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, the Lancome, the YSL, the Armani, if you've tried all these tinted moisturizers, what do you honestly think is going to be much different about this one? I beg of you, please tell me, what is it going to be? Because they are all tinted moisturizers. There are small differences. Some wear better than others. Some have a different level of SPF. The shade range is likely to be different. The price point and the packaging is slightly different each time, but they're all a tinted moisturizer, and anyone with only one face only needs one at a time. Did you get that memo? Next up, the Nars Orgasm on the Beach palette. Oh, this is sneaky. We see what you're doing, Nars, because the thing is, I am a blush girl, okay? Blush is one of those products that gets my heart pumping. I see things like this and I'm perspiring, okay? I get it. I see it. It gets me because this is what I love. These palettes, this packaging, these colours. Oh my. It's very, very hard. I understand it if you're trying not to buy makeup, if you're on a no buy, if you're on a low buy, if you just know you've got 1,000 other blushes that you love and you need to use. Maybe you've actually got several Nars blush palettes already, because Nars, this is one of their best products. They nail these blush palettes, okay? I'm sure it'll be absolutely beautiful. But if you have a couple of Nars cheek palettes, or you have a lot of Nars blushes sitting in your drawer, you really don't need this, okay? Try to look away from the packaging. Try to remember this is just blushes all put together in a palette, okay? You have a lot of blushes. If, like me, you love blush, you can't get enough of it, and this is just calling your name, go and have a look in your drawers. Do you have shades similar to this? Do you have a Nars palette that's kind of similar to this already? Well, then you really don't need another one, and you don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel like you're missing out, because you're not. You already have it. If you have a couple of Nars cheek palettes, you've got this covered. If you've got a lot of blushes from other brands, you've got this covered. Okay, don't feel like you're missing out. How much are you really going to use these 6 giant cheek products? How often are you going to use them? How much use are you going to get out of this? Or is it just going to sit on display and not really get used? Because it's an expensive, this is a pricey product, okay? You know what they say, if you can't buy it 3 times, don't buy it. So that's my advice on this one. It's tough, it's beautiful, it's drawing me in, it's gorgeous. I'm like a magpie for blushes, so I hear you. I know why this is a tough one for lots of people, but remember what you have, remember what you'll use, remember whether or not you need it, and just try to make the right choice for yourself. And last but not least, these Natasha Denona Serum blushes. Now, again, people will fall into 2 camps with this type of product. People who love and live for liquids and cream blushes. There are people who just all they want is cream and liquid blushes, don't like powder blushes, just live for a cream and a liquid blush. Those people already have lots of these, okay? You already have liquid and cream blushes coming out of your ears, so you definitely don't need another one, especially not right now. If you don't like or previously have not got on well with cream and liquid blushes, why is this one going to be different? Why are you thinking this isn't going to be the one that's going to persuade me or change my mind about liquid and cream blushes? It won't be. It'll sit in your drawer with all the others, okay? I'm one of these people. I'm always trying to try, and I do try to keep trying things because I want to help you guys out and help you save money. That if, like me, you don't really get on with cream and liquid products, guess what? This one wasn't any different. It won't be any different. You're either for cream and liquids or you're not. If you're for them, you've already got them. You don't need any more. If you're against them, this is one. What are you doing? What are you even doing? Okay, so there you have it. Those are all the reasons you do not need FOMO. You do not need any of these new products. Your life will be just the same without them. You aren't missing out. You have plenty of makeup. Say it with me. You don't need that. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye, 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 bye.